Welcome to Fund Manager Awards 2020.
Thanks Millie, thanks Hannah. You got 2 of 5 of them. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 Good Returns and Research IP Awards. Well, what a year it's been. I've certainly enjoyed not having to get on so many planes, but many around the world have done it tough. We've seen the lows and highs in investment markets, and if you're on that FanMag trade, you've typically fared pretty well.
Our awards recognise industry excellence and the achievements of New Zealand fund managers. Fund managers play an important role in building and protecting the future of wealth for all New Zealanders. Financial advisors directly influence these via their recommendations in client portfolios. It is for this reason we are here this afternoon to celebrate excellence in the industry.
These awards could not go ahead without your support. Good Returns and Research IP would like to acknowledge all fund managers shortlisted this afternoon and thank those of you who are joining us today. We would also like to thank everyone who took part in the survey for advisor choice. This is the first of several initiatives we launched last year to make the awards process more inclusive.
Sector awards recognise fund managers with expertise in a specific category. All funds are measured on quantitative and importantly qualitative criteria. Fund performance to the 30th of September 2020 was a key measure when selecting the finalists.
Although we do look for consistency of returns to screen out one-hit wonders. Australian and global managers were also measured on their level of commitment to supporting the New Zealand market. Now, without further ado, let's get going with the first award. It's been a challenging year in global bonds, with a rush for liquidity in March pushing spreads to their widest levels since the GFC across several fixed interest assets. And the winner is Nikko Global Bond.
This was a competitive sector this year across the long list, though one manager fared better than the rest with 2 places in the final 4. And the winner is Harbour New Zealand Core Fixed Interest.
This sector has had the toughest ride of all as the world went into lockdown. Property assets in particular were hit hard, while regulated assets tended to hold up better. While returns were negative over the last year, we are looking to recognise the best in the sector. And the winner is Fisher Property and Infrastructure.
Australasian property fared better than global mandates, though again it was a demanding year, particularly compared to the highs from previous years. And the winner is ANZ Property Securities.
This sector saw a large variation in returns, with only a handful of fund managers managing to post positive returns for the year. A couple of new entrants should make this sector more competitive in years to come. And the winner is Castle Point Ranger.
This year proved another challenging year for value as growth dominated the shortlist, with healthcare and tech stocks the clear winners throughout this global pandemic. And the winner is Hyperion Global Growth Companies.
This sector had a lot less contenders this year, given the performance criteria in a challenging year for Australian equities, as well as the requirement to have a definitive presence in New Zealand. However, there was one clear winner: Hyperion Australian Growth Companies.
It was another year of significant dispersion between the two Antipodean countries as New Zealand markets outperformed the Australian market. We also saw many small caps perform very well. Not surprisingly, volatility with many funds would double or triple that of previous years. And the winner is AMP Capital Ethical Leaders New Zealand Shares.
This sector proved its resilience over the year at the market level, though the top end of town drove returns in New Zealand as the market became more concentrated. And the winner is Smart Shares NZ Top 10.
And now we get to the final award sector, the diversified sector. This award always proves to be close, as a manager must demonstrate the ability to run a range of asset classes with differing risk profiles. And the winner is Key Street Asset Management.
Now that concludes proceedings for the first part of the afternoon. Congratulations to all of today's winners and finalists so far. If anyone would like to take a team photo, please make your way to your own boardroom and take out your selfie stick. I'll now invite everyone to take a short break, recharge your glasses, and we'll return shortly to present the final awards. Thank you.
And welcome back. Now into the major categories. This is a new category this year, with the award recognising the manager that demonstrates the most commitment to responsible investing and its benefits to stakeholders.
New Zealand as a country is leading the way, but after a good look, it is still evolving and there is a long way to go. More prevalent in the institutional market, but quickly becoming more mainstream. Our research already includes these factors, but we plan to continue to enhance our offering, making many of the criteria searchable through our tools. The finalists for Responsible Investment Manager of the Year are AMP Capital, Harbour Asset Management, Milford Asset Management, Pathfinder Asset Management. And the winner is Pathfinder Asset Management. Advisor Choice was a new initiative in 2019 in an attempt to make Fund Manager Awards a more inclusive process. I'd like to initially start by congratulating the managers who have clearly been very active in promoting their strategies in the Advisor Choice category. That said, we are happy to say we have seen over 1,000 legitimate votes for Advisor Choice. The winner of Advisor Choice Equities is Fisher Funds Management. The winner of Advisor Choice Fixed Income is Milford Asset Management. The winner of Advisor Choice Property and Infrastructure is Magellan Asset Management. The winner of Advisor Choice KiwiSaver is Booster Investment Management. Congratulations to all of the Advisor Choice winners. Now, let's take a step back in time to 1984.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of vague contradictory thoughts. Our unification as laws is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
At Research IP, we think a little bit differently. Many will know us for our qualitative research, some for our consulting services, and soon a lot more about our integrated technology solutions. However, there is one overarching theme in everything we do, and that is that we are not a Me Too provider. We are actively disrupting the industry in which we operate, with the aim of providing better solutions to market. So without leaving you in suspense any longer, let's move on with the final awards.
Our awards recognise Fund Manager of the Year, but we feel it is also important to recognise the managers that consistently deliver strong, risk-adjusted returns over the long term. And the finalists are AMP Capital Ethical Leaders New Zealand Shares, Mint Australasian Equity, Harbour T. Rowe Price Global Equity Growth, and Key Street New Zealand Equity. And the winner of the Longevity Award 2020 is Mint Australasian Equity.
So what is the definition of a boutique manager? With new managers spinning out of their old shops with $1.5 billion mandates, our definition starts with ownership structure. But there is a time when you have to start playing with the big boys and girls and no longer call yourself a boutique. With this in mind, the finalists for the boutique category are Castle Point Funds Management, Mint Asset Management, and Key Street Asset Management. Again, in a tightly contested category, this year's winner is Key Street Asset Management.
For many New Zealanders, KiwiSaver is their first and possibly only investment into a managed fund. With the growth in KiwiSaver and the intense competition with the banks, this is arguably the most hotly contested sector. We can already feel a little bit of friendly rivalry. Managers in this sector also play a very important role in educating New Zealanders on the value of savings and investing.
And the finalists are ANZ KiwiSaver, Fisher Funds KiwiSaver, Milford KiwiSaver, and Simplicity KiwiSaver. And the winner of KiwiSaver of the Year 2020 is Simplicity KiwiSaver.
As we have said, 2020 has been a very different year in so many ways. We started 2020 discussing the awards with the intention of running these awards on the rooftop bar at Ridges Hotel in October. It's pretty safe to say those plans vaporised. I would like to thank the teams at Research IP and Good Returns for the effort that's been put in to make this event happen. And Research IP has been growing its footprint in New Zealand, commercially via research, consulting, and Flint Wealth. And as you may have read, Research IP has been very fortunate to secure the talents of Andy Mahoney, who most of you will know. On the off chance that you don't know Andy, I ask that you reach out and get to know our local team.
The suspense is almost over. I invite you to charge your glasses as we announce the finalists of Fund Manager of the Year. To be eligible, you need to have been a finalist or shortlisted in more than one category.
And this award recognises the fund manager that has shown consistently high performance and passed a range of qualitative criteria, covering corporate and investment governance, philosophy and process, portfolio construction and implementation, risk management, and of course fees. The judges commented that it was a very close race to the finish this year, with strong performance and representation across multiple sectors by our sector finalists.
The finalists are ANZ Investments, Fisher Funds Management, Harbour Asset Management, and Smart Shares. And the winner of the Fund Manager of the Year 2020 is ANZ Investments. Congratulations to the team at ANZ in what has been a very challenging year. On behalf of Research IP and Good Returns, I would like to extend our congratulations to all the shortlisted managers, finalists and winners today. Thank you for your support over 2020 and all the best for the festive season.
Thanks for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe and turn on those post notifications in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. If you've done it, give yourself a pat on the back. See you next time.
To laugh throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on, celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's your celebration.
To last throughout the years.